Hey guys, I've been dreading making this video ever since I took up boxing and I had to make a choice. But after today, it's made me realize, what I truly enjoy now and what I do on the side for, my entertainment, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna be no, I guess you could say taking a little vacation break from posting for a little while. I I y'all know I box. Y'all know I've been boxing for a little bit, but I'm going to be not posting on here for a while. Not posting in general, but not posting on this main account. I'm going to be posting strictly boxing and nothing else. So, meaning y'all won't see any streams. Maybe once in a blue moon, but it's going to be a boxing related stream. So, anything and everything boxing. So, we'll be taking a little break from YouTube, posting and all that. Stuff like Minecraft or anything. Because I truly enjoy boxing and I truly enjoy doing it. Back then when I was a kid, back then when I was in elementary school or, all that type of stuff, I used to love, making YouTube videos for people. I used to love making just random sort of videos and just posting, my bottle flips or y'all remember those? I'll play a few, bottle flips for y'all so y'all remember. But anyways, to the point I'm trying to make is I'm gonna be taking boxing full time. Obviously I'm gonna have a little job on the side so I can actually make the revenue for right now. Cause every boxer started, having a 9 to 5. Even in like animes or something, they've had a 9 to 5 because, some boxers can't strictly just box and make money off of it. But I'm gonna be taking it fully serious and doing anything and everything boxing. I might even just switch up the content I do on my main one. But for right now, I have 2 accounts: Teflon the Champ Don and Teflon the Champ Don Shorts. I already posted videos on there, and it's gonna be boxing related only. But I have a open amateur sparring match, the 15th of May. So after tomorrow, or after today, it will hit May 1st. I will have 14 days to train, like seriously train, and go up to that point. Obviously, I've let myself down a little bit. I've been lacking in the training department, but today was a special day for me. I wanted to just live today to the fullest. Like Joe did when he fought Carlos in season 1. He lived that day to the fullest, and then the next day he went on his journey. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. If you watch the anime, you know what I mean. But besides the point, and the reason why I have this, I don't think I've never told this story. I've only told it to my close friends. But the reason why I started having this fire for boxing, this flame for it, was because one night I went to sleep and I started having these weird dreams. And it wasn't no normal dream. Let me say that. It wasn't no normal dream. It was like a flashback. It was like a flash future, if that. It's like a flashback but to the future. And it wasn't no like long. You have a dream for like minutes, hours, or whatever. It was like a dream for like a split second. It showed me something. And this happened for, I do not, for weeks. It would happen. I would have it was the same thing over and over again. And it was me becoming the champ and the ref holding my hand up like I won, and there was fireworks and everyone cheering. And that happened for weeks. I would go to sleep, have that dream, wake up. And then, months go by, all that sorts of stuff. Or let me say this, way before that, I was praying to God, and I was telling God, like, I was down in the hole. I was jobless. I didn't know what to do. So I come to God. Like, hey God, what job, what occupation do you want me to do? And please, I was begging God to tell me at that night, what job, occupation, whatever, do you want me to do? And I will do it with 110% of my heart that was dedicated to you. I will do that job strictly for God. I will give 110% effort. I wouldn't back down or anything. I kept telling him that. And then, I say amen and all that stuff. And then after I said the prayer, it was late night, a few minutes go by, and I hear one word. And it wasn't it was late at night, everybody was asleep, and I hear one word. The word was box. And I didn't think nothing of it. I said thank you, because my head, I knew it was God. I kept telling myself, oh, that was God telling me, box, all that stuff. So I say thank you, and I go to sleep, like no, it never happened. And so then months go by, I tell my friends what happened, and they say, it's all on what you believe. It could be the devil telling you it. It could be the devil telling you it, or it could be God telling you it. It's strictly whatever you believe. And I'm like, okay. And so then after I tell them that, we go to church. It was a Wednesday midweek. And the pastor there, his name was Pastor Brandon, he tells us, the title of it's called Get Your House in Order. The first very thing he says, and I wish I could be lying when I say this, but he says, the one word from the king will change your life forever. And after he said that, everything just started like, I felt weird, I felt like a shortness of breath. I felt like paranoid. I felt so weird. And I leave. I tell, the friend that was with me at the time, Nat. I tell him, and I was like, yo, you did. I tell him the whole story. And he's like, yo. He starts freaking out too. Like, that was God. Literally, like, confirming, like, yo, you got a box, basically. And, we freak out and all that. And then, ever since then, I've had this flame, I've had this fire to box. It's like, let me put it in perspective like this. So say you have a campfire, all right? And then someone in that campfire, just normally lights it. It's a little flame. And then after that little flame, that's basically God, saying box. I tell them, they say it's whatever you believe, da-da-da. That's that little flame. And then someone pours lighter fluid on it. And then the flame ignites. That flame igniting is Pastor Brandon saying the one word from the king will change your life forever. So I will be taking boxing completely full time for right now until see what happens. I mean, I know I'm gonna do good. Y'all have seen the Instagram reel on my account. I'll play a little bit of it. But yeah. I'm excited. Today was one of the best days in a while. I lived it to the fullest. I'm going to be rigorously training up until that day, and then I'm going to be out in Orlando. I'm excited to see how it goes. I love each and every one of y'all. If you want to unsubscribe because you don't see posts from me, it's completely fine. I completely understand. But I doubt I've honestly I've been doubting this for a while. I'm honestly doubting I've built a real fan base. And I hate to say it, and I know you're like, what the hell? But listen, ever since I've stopped going to school, I've stopped posting vlogs. So my counterpunch for it was shorts. I would post shorts legit once every day, or once every couple of days, or once every week, just like I was posting vlogs. Every day I would go to school. This was back in high school, so every day I would go to school. I would record vlogs at school, post them. It'll be a blast. But now, since I'm not in school, I don't know what to record anymore. I mean, obviously, pranks outside of school people do. I've tried it. I'm just not that type of guy to do. I feel myself getting nervous whenever I do it. Like, there's that nerve inside me. I start like freaking out a little bit. Like, I try not to show it though, but I start freaking out and start like, I don't want to do it anymore. Back then, I was down. I was like, let's go prank, let's go harass, whoever. Da, 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 da. But now I just don't feel the need to do it. I just think about boxing every time. And now I'm gonna be like, this is the video of me confirming it. I want to say I want to take a hiatus for like a month, but I know I will be posting on my other, Teflon the Champ Don and the shorts. I will be strictly posting boxing videos and boxing shorts on those accounts, like, until I become, until I get a belt around my waist, until I get a WBA or a WBC, like whatever belt I win, I'll come back to the main channel and let y'all know. But right now, I'll be taking a hiatus from my main account for a while. And if y'all wanna, like I said, if y'all wanna unsubscribe, if y'all don't wanna, follow me anymore, I completely understand. I doubt half of y'all even know truly who I am and how I started. But if y'all want to go follow someone in replacement, and y'all catch me off recording, I'll put their Twitch. They stream on Twitch. I'll put them in the description, so y'all could go watch him. He's an up and coming. He's one of my closest friends. He's a good streamer. He streams regularly, and yeah, he's like a brother. So, you got me through the beginning. I got you through the end. But yeah, and this is DBSR in 1975. I just gotta start over. So, I guess this is goodbye. Until next time, I'll be stronger. I'll be better. Until next time.